The irony isn't lost on me that I spent nearly 10 years with Arsenal, with much more resources, better players, trying to win a title, and in my first year of management, after getting sacked by another club, I might actually win my first league title on FM20. And it's with Llanelli Town. It's unbelievable. Yes, we can win the title, but we do need assistance and other results to go our way. All we can do is win our own game. That is all I'm focusing on today. It could be one of the most dramatic final days ever. Let's get into it. Hello everyone, welcome to the Season 1 finale, or should I say Year 1 finale of my 30-year career. And we are finishing with Llanelli Town against Pontypridd, who are third in the league. We are fifth, but that doesn't really tell the whole story. If you've been keeping up with the series, I'm sure you're obviously aware of what is going on. There is only 1 point from top place FM20 or Lido all the way down to us in fifth. 1 point, separating 5 teams. Second and fourth, Llanelli Major and Quamaman play each other today, and FM20 play their game against 12th place Undi. So they are favourites. There is no getting around it, but you never know. Basically, if both those games are draws and we win our game, we will win the title. It is literally as simple as that. So that is what I am praying for. I feel like after all this time, we would have earned it. But whether we get it or not is another matter entirely. Pontypridd won the only game between the other two teams. I was not manager at that point. And we are now in a pretty decent run of form, especially at home. And we are going to go with what has been our best lineup so far. PreMatch and goal, McCormick, Niblet, Wang and Richie Smith make up the back four. Then you've got David Lloyd from the cricket. It's not. It's Jeff Lloyd in the middle, along with Renfrey. Those two developing a decent partnership. Renfrey's still pretty disappointed, but Jeff Lloyd is brilliant. Richards has probably been the worst player in the league on the left. Kopp, he's got to do a little bit better. I've changed him to an attacking midfielder now, letting him roam around and play a bit more his own natural game. Is in the middle, with Jones on the right, who's in good goal scoring form, and then Scott Smith, who is not in good goal scoring form, is leading the line. Obviously, I'm going to have latest scores on the league table. We're going to need to keep an eye on what is going on everywhere else. Player we need to watch out for, I've been told, is Andy Owens up front. Used to play for a fair amount of teams, actually. I remember him from Telford and Stockport. No wonder I do remember the name. He's not the best player in the world, but he has got 53 goals and 257 career appearances, and at this level, he's been pretty decent this season. So just got to watch out for the front two, but down the wings is where we can get some joy today. I'm going to say it assertively, we owe Pontypridd after what happened in our last match. Let's go out there, take the focus off the title. At the end of the day, it's not our fault if we don't win it. As in, like, it's not in our own hands, and that's what I've got to remind the boys. All we can do is treat this like any other game, win it, and then we carry on from there. So away we go on the final day of my first season in charge, well, first 10 games in charge of Llanelli Town. There you go. Oh my god, Undi have taken the lead against FM20 already. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, don't change. Don't focus on that. Win your game. First highlight. Their keeper Davies knocks the ball out wide here. And Richie Smith heads it, but it's to absolutely nobody. We went behind in the last game we played at home and then did brilliantly to come back and win it 3-1. Another performance like that today would be good, but without going behind would be even better. That is an absolutely piss-poor ball forward there from Jeff Lloyd, I'm not going to lie. And now he's played it into Connolly. Now they're on the break here. We've managed to head that way, but only as far as Ellis. Don't let them shoot, because we know PreMatch won't save it. Williams gets past Richie Smith. Owens tees it back to Ellis. Ellis hits it. And it's gone over the bar. We're okay, but it's not been a brilliant start. They're by far and away at the moment outplaying us. So go ask the boys to get the ball a bit wider. That is where the joy will come. Corner, Richie Smith whips it in. They've headed it away there. Lloyd on the ball. Go on, Jeff, you're the man. That's oof. I mean, we got away with that. Renfrey trying to knock a ball over the top. I like the idea, but not the execution. Jones, now that's not going to get past Freddie Niblet into Richards. Now, can we build something? Come on, Kyron, you've done nothing all year, mate. Please play a bit better. I don't like the idea that we literally just hoof the ball. I've asked the guys to play it shorter, and every time we get the ball, we literally just hoof it long. Owens is on it. Tees it to Fry. It's over the bar again. It's fine. They're all from distance, and that. Well, I say that's okay. If you watch PreMatch in the last game, absolutely god awful at saving anything. It would be a nightmare if all the results went away and we just didn't win our game. That would be just the most infuriating thing ever, and I'm hoping that that is not the case. That's a brilliant ball by Connolly to Williams, who's in around the back, tees it to the back post. They've hit it off the bar. We have got to wake up here. This is so bad from the boys. Literally, we should be dominating this. Really, we've got the width, and this is a good run by Renfrey. Don't shoot, for God's sake, don't shoot. Pass it. He does to Richards. Put in a good ball for a change, please. Kyron back to McCormick. He whips in a ball. So bad. Better by McCormick. They're winning it back. Now, can we actually finally get a chance to get, please? Smith to Lloyd. The two youngsters combining. Richie Smith. That's a wonderful ball into Richards. Richards tees it. Back post. Owain Jones hits the bar. Oh, they've hit it and we've hit it now. Okay, but that was much better football. That's much more like it. Been a bloody exciting game, I'll give it that. The results are going everywhere for us at the moment. Granted, it's only 25 minutes in. There's still a long way to go, but a goal here just to take us top for a bit would be a really, really big statement of intent for us. Lloyd on the ball, whips it in. Oh, Scott Smith, for God's sake, mate. Can you just get a goal for once? We're playing much better, though, towards the end of this half. At least it's been better in that respect. But just need a goal. Need a goal. Kyron Richards made a lot of mistakes. No, I think the first mistake was me putting him on the effing team sheet. He's just so shit. He really is. 0-0. Results everywhere else are going our way. It's drawing between Lantwit and Command. Undy is still ahead of... Oh, come on, boys, for God's sake. I'm far from pleased with what I've seen. Really, really poor. Pontypridd were meant to be winners of the league. They were the ones that the media predicted would win the league this year. So we're not doing badly in that respect, but at home we've been so good all year. To lose it like this would be very disappointing. I'll tell you what, actually, I'm going to change Kopp because he's not worked in that role. I'm going to take him back to his advanced playmaker role. He gets a lot more involved when he plays in that role. When he's an attacking midfielder, nothing is going through him at the moment, and he's not getting involved in the game at all. When do I go attacking? That is the question. Scott Smith's got to come off. He's never going to get me a goal. He's bloody awful. Nathan Logan's going to come on, and as much as I want Kyron Richards to work out, it's not going to. So Freddie Williams is going to come on that left-hand side. Is there a hero amongst the Llanelli boys? Come on, boys. Under your 2-0 up, right? That result is basically done. Need a win. Just win. We just need to win. For God's sake. Oh, I say that. Affanlado have just scored. Ronnie Sharp has brought back a goal. It's absolute carnage everywhere else apart from here. For God's sake. Oh, no. Lantwit are winning against Kawamaman. So it wouldn't matter at the moment. But we need to win our game here. I'm going to go Elliot Jenkins is going to come on. And he's going to go up front. It's not an ideal fit, but he can play there. Get him playing as the pressing forward. And I'm going to move Kopp back into the midfield, see if he can play a little bit better, if I can get him a bit more involved in the game. So now we've gone 4-4-2. We've only got 10 minutes to go, and yeah, no, Lantwit Town have won it. They're beating Quimmerman 2-0. So it wouldn't have mattered ideally, but the fact that we haven't beaten Pontypridd really, really pisses me off. I've got attacking, I've done everything, and it's a prime example of where problems have really been this year. In the games where we're defensively solid, we're not very good going forward, and in the games where we are very good going forward, we're absolutely awful at the back. So it's just that balancing act has not been there all year, even in the 10 games that I've been in. I reckon you give me a transfer window with these guys and we could possibly be going up next year. I think that, you know, with the team that I've got, there's so many 1.5 stars, 2 stars in this team that I think we can do a bit better. A 0-0 is not awful. I'd say I'm happy with the performance. Ultimately they're a better team than we are. So we've done what we needed to do. We've come 4th, which isn't bad. Only 3 points off the title. Joint 2nd, really. It's just goal difference that's let us down. Pontypridd suffer final day high. What about us, mate? We should have... It was a very even game. It could have gone either way. Ultimately, I'm pretty happy because I think I'm still in a job, and that's really what I'm happy about. It's going to be a big window for me now. There's a lot of players that need to go. What? How are they deeply saddened? What? Why? Promotion by winning the league. I don't remember that. Considering that it says next year we're working towards gaining promotion to it. The hell's wrong with you all? So, end of season award, Ewan McCormick wins Fans Player of the Year. Carl Copp was second. He also got Goal of the Season. Freddie Niblett was Signing of the Season. I bought him in, so that's good. And Ewan McCormick obviously wins Young Player of the Season as well. See, they said we did what we were expected to do. Nonsense. Board set initial budget 1.2k and a transfer budget of 0. That's fine. I expected that. Develop players using the Cubs youth system. Absolutely fine to do that, if I'm honest. There's no issue with that because we did fine. End team season meeting. Discuss plans for next season. We're going to go up as champions. That's upsetting. Funnily enough, the players that are good enough to go up are the ones that have agreed with me. So all the rest of you, out the door. There's going to be a lot of changes. It's probably going to look like a brand new squad when we all come back at the start of season 2. In all fairness, there are a lot of players here that I do want to keep because I feel that there's a lot of potential here. Main ones being, I want to keep Richie Smith, obviously. Willie Wang, I'll keep. Freddie Niblett, I want to keep. Ewan McCormick, obviously, I want to keep. Owain Jones, probably Jean Goud. We haven't seen him yet, but he's quite decent. Jeff Lloyd, definitely. Kyle Kopp, definitely. That's pretty much it, actually. So by next week, we'll have 8 players. But yeah, there's a lot of players I want to keep. A lot of players I want to keep in this team, and I'll be working on contracts and all that off of camera. So hopefully, when we come back, we'll have a squad ready and capable of getting us promoted. Thank you so much for watching the episode. I hope that you have enjoyed it. Sorry the game wasn't brilliant, but there was a bit of drama in there, obviously, with some of the results. Just not quite what I wanted, but at the end of the day, knowing that it wouldn't have mattered if we won or not doesn't upset me too much. Thank you so much for watching the episode. Please do like, share, and subscribe, and until I see you when we start the season again with Llanelli Town for Season 2, stay cool.